Banana.
Mamcha.
Banana.
Unbelievable. Nintendo's ruined. Nintendo's going under. Guys, Nintendo's done. It's over. Nintendo's done. It's over. Nintendo's done. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to JKB Streams. If you're watching the VOD, I appreciate you. I love the way you move. I love the way you watch me. I love the way that you celebrate Christmas without me. And I'm alone. Congratulations. What's up? How is everyone doing today? Miss says, I was going to go watch Iron Lung again, but I'm watching you instead. Well, hopefully I'm that entertaining. I doubt I'm as entertaining as Markiplier's film, but no, I'm probably... There was a cat? DJ, what's up? How is K-Nubs? I see Drummer Cream here. Hellcat, what's going on? We've got Billy here. We've got Freddy Cougar. Who else do we have right now? Raw Dakota says his cat just took a giant dump.
Congratulations.
So today we're going to be talking about lots of gaming stuff. So last night I asked you guys to watch a movie. We're going to talk about that as well. So we're going to we're going to see. We're going to see what we get into. So, Hellcat, what's up? You're fired. Mr. Awesome with the $1.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Awesome. I appreciate that support. Thank you. You're a good man. You're a bald man. Collect Neo Geo games and keep women in cages. Guaranteed. 100%. Love you anyways. Bubster's here. We got Oh, God. Jason Jenkins is here. You know what that means. You guys know what that means, right? It means any moment we're going to get a super sexual, why did I say it like that? A super sexual super chat about him and a woman. We know it's going to happen. So the news of the day is this. Metroid Prime 4 has bombed, essentially. It's bombed. And so did Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Two Nintendo games that bombed, which is really odd to say that out loud, but Metroid Prime 4 is considered to be a bomb over at Nintendo. It didn't make any of the sales charts. It sold less than 1 million units. It's over. It's over. Metroid is over. So if you were hoping for a Metroid Prime 5, good luck to you. Probably never going to happen for 15 years. So it's weird to say that out loud, but yeah, Metroid Prime, it bombed. It's not on the sales charts, which they put out yesterday. And Hyrule Warriors didn't hit 1 million as well. So it's weird. It's weird because Dread, I think, did 3.4 million. Look at this. K-Nubs literally got that from the Bubster. Bubster, thank you for the support, buddy. We're putting one on the board already. I appreciate that. Bubster, you're a good-looking man. You're a sexual man. Why do you guys think Metroid Prime 4 has essentially bombed for Nintendo? Anybody? Anybody have any ideas on that one? Maybe the delay, maybe the lackluster reviews, maybe the fact the game is not the best. The marketing, yeah, I agree with that. Dread was fun. But, yeah, Vapus says it best right here. Vapus is saying that the game was a chore to play. And you don't want anybody that's playing a Metroid Prime game to say, wow, this is a real chore. This is difficult to sit through. That open world hub design was terrible. Bad decision. And now it's hurting Nintendo. I'm sure the budget of that game must have been a lot of money, and it's not going to make that back. Now, thankfully, a little game called Mario Kart World has sold like 14 million copies or 13.6 million copies already. So it's not the end of the world. Look at that. What the hell is this? It's a kitty cat. Come here. Hi, baby. Well, it was bundled. True. Raw Dakota's got a good point. What's up? Raw Dakota, shout out to you. Love you. Love the way you move, the way you look, the way you taste. K-Nubs, love the fact that you are missing fingers. Appreciate that.
Congratulations.
Love that. If you guys don't know in the chat, K-Nubs is actually missing fingers. Legitimately. I don't know what he did. He was making some sushi. One thing led to another. He cut his fingers off. That's the theory. I don't know the actual theory. So how's everyone doing tonight? Raw Dakota says, is a pussy eat them? Well, I mean, that's one way to lose your fingers. Picard, what's up? Mr. Awesome again, thank you. I love Metroid Dread. All right. DJ's here. MK World stats system are worse. Overall less. Yeah, I agree with that. No risk in gaming anymore. Play it safe all the way to bankruptcy. Says Glamorous. Yeah, that's basically what's happened. BRS, nice to see you. Norman, nice to see you. Get through here. You're fired.
You're fired.
Just saying. A fart that smells says I'm shitting. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. The chosen one. What's up, dude? So let's play the music for a fart that smells. This goes out to you, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, a fart that smells has sadly passed away on this toilet. I'm gonna miss him. The way he used to wipe. It was so good. He was so good. He was a man. A man that shit. I love him. I love you. What the fuck was that? Nobody knows what that was. I don't know. You defeated the log. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Dallas, what's up? Oh, McNasty, nice to see you. Dallas, I appreciate you. We got Lulz here. Says no mirror mode or 200cc. Totally agree with that. Don't know why there's no 200cc in Mario Kart yet. That should be in there. Why is my voice so low all of a sudden? Neo, what's up? Chosen one, nice to see you. Who else do we got here? Raw Dakota, you're fired.
Congratulations.
Love you. So, we're currently working on a Hightail server for the Discord. So that's coming up. So if you guys want to play that, that's coming to the Discord still. We're also going to do something interesting coming up as well. We're going to have a movie chat where we all get together in the Discord on video. Why am I saying it like that? On video. And we're going to discuss filmmaking, talk about our favorite movies. It's going to be a movie night. Well, it's not when we watch a movie, but it's going to be fun where we can talk about a movie and just have some fun. So I'm going to schedule that later tonight. Bro Lizzie, who's that? Bro Izzy, listen, you're fired. Dallas, I love you. Who else do we got here? I watched that movie last night you said you were going to watch. I loved it, says Randy. Randy, which movie? Let me know, buddy. Slasher, what's up? Can we also talk about men? Yes, DJ Jr. How are you? Shout out to DJ. DJ's been here since day one. What a man. What a legend. What a good-looking boy. Love him. Good-looking man. You know? Billy, what's up? Tell me you didn't watch the movie without telling me you didn't watch the movie. Which movie? Which movie is it? I'd like to know. Jacob's Ladder? Probably. Fast, what's up? Why is Nintendo lacking? Dude. Hang on, something going on with my cat. What's up, babe? You okay? I don't know what she wants. You got food? You got water? Got a roof over your head? You're fat? You put on 10 pounds. You could barely walk. You have no legs. There's no support. One gifted membership for you tonight. One. You're not doing your job. You're just walking around. You're supposed to have no legs. You're like that Twitch streamer. We're supposed to say you have no legs, and now you're walking around with legs. That's not how this works. You dumbass.
Jay's pussy.
God damn, I'm going to throw a meatball at her fucking noggin. Look at you. What's wrong with you? You see this shit, guys? Look at this. Look at this cat. Look at her walk around like she owns the place. Look at this cat. Look at this. Look at her go into her tube. You playing? You're supposed to be over here making me money. I'll get the shock collar out. You want the shock collar out? That's what I thought. Goddamn cat. Sick of her shit. Hope she shits on my floor. What the fuck? She hasn't shit on the floor for at least a month. Bubster, thank you for the gifted. I appreciate it. Mr. Awesome, thank you for the support. Just want to say something before we go ahead here. So, the Burnt Peanut, who's another streamer who's massive. If you guys haven't seen the Burnt Peanut, he's fucking hilarious. Jason, what's up in the chat? He's hilarious, dude. I love Burnt Peanut. But something happened on his stream the other day. Jeff, what's up? Thank you for the support. What? You got a new 65 OLED? Oh, what is it? Samsung S90D. Don't know that model. Is this going to fucking play? Jeff, seriously, thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Says, I got a new... I'll just read this one. Because, you know, why would TTS work? It's not like I need to make money so I could eat food. All right. Got a new TV. It's the Samsung S90D, which I'm assuming is the new model. Banshee. Here we go. I'm just waiting for a friend to help me lift it into my stand. I'll lift you into your bed. Sorry, I said that out loud. Stormtrooper, you're fired. You're late.
You're fired!
Okay, which movie do you recommend that has amazing HDR? That's an interesting one, dude. What movie do I recommend to watch on your OLED for the first time? Let me think about that for a second. Do you guys recommend a movie that has incredible HDR on it? I would say... let me think about that for real, though. A movie that has incredible HDR. Huh. That's a difficult one, man. There's a lot of movies that have good HDR in them. The Revenant in 4K would be... Yes, that's amazing. Adam, for once you have a fucking good idea in the chat, you goddamn piece of shit hooker. Fuck you. Thank you for that. He says The Revenant, if you can get that in 4K... That's mostly shot by sunlight and moonlight. That is incredible in 4K. Avatar, yes, because James Cameron is a psychopath who's going to make sure that has the best HDR. I'd go with that one too. Dark Knight, probably another good one. Yeah, you own it? Yes, dude. Interstellar in 4K, that's another one. Schmosh, how are you, buddy? Goss Senpai, how are you? Pirates of the Caribbean, my first HDR experience. Awesome. Dune, Chapter 1 and 2. You're right about that. I'd go with Blade Runner 2048. There you go. BRS said that one. You know what? My vote, my friend, is The Arrival. Sorry, not The Arrival. Wait. What's the movie with the aliens that show up and they have to go to the ship and talk to the aliens in the ship? The Arrival, right? Or am I messing that up? It's not The Arrival. It's something else. It's incredible. Arrival. It is Arrival. Arrival in 4K would be amazing. But my vote for you, Jeff, by the way, thanks for the support, Banshee. Let's see if this plays. My vote is for Blade Runner 2049, dude. I can't believe how good that looks on my TV, man. So I've got an OLED back there as well. And I think I've got the LG S or C3 or whatever. I'll break into that tomorrow. Not the original Blade Runner, of course you want to watch that, but watch Blade Runner 2048. That is incredible. Also, the TTS is broken, so that's awesome. Let's check in why that's broken. All right, Jeff, yeah, watch that one, dude. If anyone else has any other recommendations for really good HDR content for Jeff to watch on his brand new TV, just type it in the chat, Jeff. Jeff will read that stuff. Jeff, listen, Jeff knows how to read, okay? Okay, why is this not working? Oh, God, here we go.
This is a test message.
Yeah, well, it's a test message for shit, because you're not working. Okay, we're going classic right now. That test message worked, so maybe it's working now.
Hunts, that is all.
Oh, God. Josh, it's very soon, my friend. I'll get you tracking information. Josh, it's coming from Canada, you know, and also our post office is on strike. So let me explain something to Josh quickly. This is just for Josh. So Josh, our post office on strike, it's a rolling strike. So the problem is that the package, it's sent out and then it sits somewhere. And as soon as it gets out of Canada, it'll get to you quicker. But it's just like sitting somewhere. And then, you know, I have no idea where it is right now. I haven't checked, to be honest with you. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Retro JB? How are you, my friend? Mr. Williamson, nice to see you. I like your background. It reminds me of 80s style. Does it? Yeah, you know what? It kind of does have an 80s style because of the magazine rack, right? Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Josh. Yeah. Canadian Post, Canada Post, I should say, Josh. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say sorry now because it's terrible. So, you know, when I asked the lady, she said between 2 and 3 weeks based on the bullshit. Yeah. So you're not moving though, are you? You're moving soon, aren't you, or something? All right. So 80s style, Jay doing cocaine now? No, I don't do cocaine. Are you crazy? I've never done any hard drugs like that. Most I've done are edibles. That's it. Patman, what's up? Israel, is that your name? Israel? Yeah, Israel. How did you meet Rich since you are Canadian? That's a good question. How did I meet Rich? Back in the day, I think my show was much bigger than his back in the day, and I think he was a viewer of mine. And I found out he had a channel, and then I gave him a shout out and got him like 3,000 subs, oddly enough. Can you believe that? We're going way back in time. I got Rich subscribers. That's ridiculous. So that's how I met Rich, I believe. And then I don't know how I started working for him. At some point, you know, he put out a call for an editor, and I thought I could do that. And the rest is history. 5 years later.
You're fired.
Thank you.
Cream.
And that's how I met Rich. All right, Wes says Nintendo lost the plot. So people are going to question me on what the title of this video is. Why is Nintendo bombing? Metroid Prime 4 has sold under 1 million copies, which means it's the end of the series. Let's just get that out of the way. And second of all, Hyrule Warriors, that also undersold. Didn't even hit 1 million. So it's... What's that about? Does anyone have theories on why Metroid Prime 4 has technically bombed for Nintendo? It wasn't even in the top 10 games sold. It's really weird, man. Elvis, I love you. Greed. Does anyone know? You know, what's the theories out there on why Metroid bombed? Yellow paint. Yeah, it's yellow paint, man. I honestly don't know. We never got Metroid Prime 2 and 3, and then we had to wait so long for 4, says Jeff. Good point, Jeff. We did have to wait quite some time for the game, which was nonsense. They rebooted it, like, internally multiple times, and then at some point they just said, we're going with the open world design, which, to me, it's such an oversight because it could have been incredible, but that section of the game is just terrible. You know, it's, you know, ask Vapus. It's terrible. So it is what it is. Black Sheep says he's black. That's a lie.
You're fired.
He's not black at all. He's not black. I hate to say it, guys. Anthony, what's going on? I got people still rolling in here. Appreciate everybody coming through. So, did anybody watch a movie last night? What comedy movies do you recommend? I think the Switch 2 is useless and doesn't have enough games right now. Says Hyde. I'll answer that, my friend. 1 second. So,
Watched eyes wide shut, joined a space cult, got stuck on Jupiter, with a crazy axed man chasing me and HAL 9000 capable of ultra-violence.
listen, did you watch some Kubrick films? Glamorous Frog? Joey Chomp says it's boring, unfortunately. I agree. So let me answer that question there. First and foremost, Glamorous, thank you for the support. Also, thank you for being a member for almost 2 years now. We're going to get to the movies you guys watch. We're going to talk about those. But one of the things I want to say right now quickly is that if you guys ever want to talk about anything random on the stream, you just message me in the chat. RTU Brother Burrito says Nintendo games are bombing. Yes, Metroid Prime 4 and Hyrule Warriors, they both bombed. They bombed.
I watched Punch Drunk Love. Very good film.
Mr. Williamson, yes, Adam Sandler, Paul Thomas Anderson. I love that movie too, man. Pudding all the way. Pudding for love. So we're going to do more things like this in the future because I want to know what movies you watch and I want to talk about them. Webbs, what's up? Shout out to Bammers, by the way. Appreciate you. So hidden me under your bed says, what comedy movies do you recommend? Let me think about that. Wedding Crashers is a classic, so you always got to go with that. I've watched Wedding Crashers 1,000,000 times. I think that's one of my favorite comedies. American Pie is another one that I constantly watch. Road Trip. If you want to go classics, though, Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, probably, I would say, my favorite comedy of all time. Those Aren't Pillows! Dude, I love that movie. I think that's probably my favorite. Big Lebowski, Mr. Williams said, yes, that's another one that's unbelievable. Freddie Got Fingered, Joshua says, dude, to believe it or not, I think that's a cult classic now. Dodgeball, says Elvis. That's another one. Dumb and Dumber. What else? Hangover series. Anthony, I like the first one, but the two other ones, The Wanderers. Never watched that one. What else do we got? Superbad. Oh, dude, Superbad is classic, dude. Weapons was a great comedy, says Billy. You know what? Weapons does have some comedy in it. So, yeah. I agree with that. Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy. Love those films. Mighty Python movies I would recommend as well. What else comedy-wise? Something that makes me laugh. So, you know, I'm old and bitter now. My birthday is in 14 days, guys. 14 days from now, I'm going to be 45 years old. I've pretty much seen most of the mainstream movies that I've been meaning to watch. However, every once in a while, something sneaks under my radar. So I actually picked this up. First Blu-ray I bought of the year. This is Dario Argento's TV projects.
Tips to help with over worrying about something new and important you have to do at work the next day. It always ends up fine, but anticipation kills me.
Oh, dude. Well, you know what? K-Nubs, first and foremost, thank you. I love how I've turned into some sort of an advice stream. Like, I just give advice. But let me just show this quickly. This is Dario Argento's Deep Cuts. And I don't know anything about this yet. I know nothing about this. I ordered it. It was on sale. It's normally $70. But I had to buy it because I'm a huge fan of Argento. And, you know, I think this is the last thing that I never bought. I think it's TV movies that he did or a TV series. Now, unfortunately for most people, you know, you guys don't like subtitles, but this is in Italian. So it's got English subtitles. So we'll see. We'll see. Also, I watched The Conjuring 4, and I love it. I actually love The Conjuring 4. It's got a lot of heart. You know, it's a big Hollywood spooky. So, you know, it's not going to win awards for anything but being that. And I think it's exactly what it needed to be. So let me just get to this one. Mr. Williamson said Punch Drunk Love is a good film. Love that, man. Adam Sandler's first serious role. All right, tips to help with over-worrying about something new and important you have to do at the work the next day. So, K-Nubs, this is for you and everyone else listening. I was talking about burnt peanut earlier, and now I'm going to talk about this quick. Well, hang on a second. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, go ahead.
Can we talk about why it makes that special sound when you enter her from behind in the exit tube? Do I have to wash up afterwards? Just wipe it off.
Can you please wash it? Can you please just wash your dick? Okay? Put some soap on that thing. Jason, for the love of God, clean it off. Hopefully she didn't poop recently. Gaming Survivor says, you give good advice sometimes, but you failed to advise Rich not to delete his channel. Well, I hate to say this, but if I was around, he wouldn't have done it. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell I would have let him delete that fucking channel. No chance in hell, dude. This guy comes along, deletes his channel without me. God damn it. How in the fuck? All right, well... Okay, so I was talking about burnt peanut. Does Rich regret it? I'm assuming he does now. So I was talking about burnt peanut, and Jason asked, yeah, you should wash your dick. Now, K-Nubs said, tips for over-worrying about something new and important at work. So I'm going to answer that now. No, you put moisturizer.
Cream dries it out.
Yeah, you know what? In the wintertime, you got to put moisturizer down there. Trust me. You put moisturizer down there, it glides right in. It's got some bumps. It's ribbed. Goes right in, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, Tower Dragon, thanks for the support. All right. So, here's something I've learned from my therapist. You know, I give pretty good advice on here, I think. Depression is about the past, K-Nubs. Anxiety is about the future. You need to learn how to live in the present. If you live in depression, you're living in the past. And if you live in anxiety, which you're currently doing about work, you're living in the future. You're not living in your moment. So you're letting the future dictate how you feel in your moment right now. So the problem with that is it's essentially stealing your life away. While you're able to concentrate on your current life and your family and your house and your food and all of that stuff right now, that anxiety about work that you talk about, that's not something that's important right now. That is not important right now. Important right now is for you to live your life right now rather than in the future worrying about things that you know are going to be okay.
JKB
Yeah, exactly.
advice on how to clean your 101.
How to clean your dick? You get soap, you scrub it, and then you get out, you put a little aloe lotion around the tip. Keep that thing clean. You know what I mean? Keep it clean. That's what you do. That's my advice on that one. You know? So Kneb says, I have depression and anxiety. So exactly. That's why I brought that up, man. Do not live in the future. There's no reason to live in the future. It's okay to make plans about the future, but you got to let that go. Also, you self-admitted that you know everything at work's going to be okay. I'm either overthinking or obsessing about what I haven't done or obsessing about what's to come. So you're right. I need to focus on the moment. So let me give you some advice on how to focus on the moment. This goes out to everybody. Exactly. The future is very vastly unpredictable. Thank you, 98. Here's what you do, my friend. You need to ground yourself into the reality of the moment. So the best way to do that, according to therapy and to me, is you need to focus on the room you're sitting in. You need to close your eyes and feel your feet on the floor. You need to look at what's around you. And you need to say those things out loud. So I'll do it for you right now. Hang on.
I'm late, fill my holes.
No.
You're fired.
You're generic white male. You're fired. That's disgusting. You owe me 5 gifted members. We only have 1. It's a low support stream. My cat has no fucking legs. I'm going to be living down by the river with Zayland, who has no job. We'll be sucking 6 dicks every night to pay rent in that van. You think it's cheap? It isn't. That van's expensive. That's disgusting behavior. Showing up here late. Unbelievable. McNasty, thank you, my friend. So let me show you how to ground yourself. McNasty,
Good advice, man. So true.
thank you. I appreciate you, dude. So McNasty, thank you for the support. So what you need to do is look around your room. There's something called box breathing that's very important to do. So you inhale through your mouth. Sorry, you inhale through your nose 8 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through 8. Then you hold it for 5 seconds. Right? Then you blow it out of your mouth for 8 seconds. Then you hold your breath for 8 seconds and you repeat that Yeah, it's called box breathing. Look it up if you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm not going to do it in front of you. I'm not like Tony Roberts here. McNasty has gifted 5 members. Congratulations. He's done the job that generic white male couldn't do.
You're fired.
Oh, I love boxes too, if you know what I mean. I got a lot of them here. So, there you go. I have PTSD and I'm a veteran, and that shit works for anxiety. So box breathing, I know that you guys right now are like, what the fuck is Jay talking about? So box breathing, I'm just going to tell you quickly what it is. It's known as the square breathing as well. If you have anxiety, please look it up. Look up box breathing. Seriously. Oh no. Box breathing saved his life. Look at that. For real. Look at that. That's amazing, dude. I'm glad that you figured it out. Wow. I dropped from panic. Yeah, dude. So if you guys are just tuning in right now, Spookster Vibes, thank you. Burnt Peanut, hang on. Well, Burnt Peanut is talking about what I'm talking about. Somebody went on Burnt Peanut's stream and said that they were acidal and they were depressed. They had anxiety. Spookster, I don't know why it's not reading that. It says, listen, breathe in breathe in the ghost for me. It's not, it's not working right now. I'll keep trying it. I appreciate the support, Spookster. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. So box breathing, very important. So Burnt Peanut stopped his stream to talk about essentially what I was going to talk about. The TTS doesn't like you. I like you, though. So if you're feeling anxiety about the future, you need to literally ground yourself. So you could look this up as well, but grounding is about actually physically feeling the ground beneath your feet. Some people would think it means something else, but grounding means to feel your ass on the chair. Going for walks helps as well, but what you do when you ground yourself is you look around your house. So like, for instance, I have a Creep Show poster. I've got a cat who's got no legs. I've got Nintendo Power magazines. I've got my computer system. I've got, incredible paintings that I bought from somebody at a garage sale. So the idea for grounding is that you stop thinking about the future and you put yourself into where you are in the moment. So you're able to look around your house and go, okay, I see a Creep Show poster. Why do I have that on my wall? Well, I have that on my wall because I'm a huge George Romero fan. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Stephen King and George Romero got together and made a movie. It's the only time that really happened. That isn't, well, it's not the only time, but that's the only time that went mainstream. So you see what I'm saying, right? So you got to pick 5 things. That's a good point. Pick 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you can touch, and 2 things you could smell. All of that, that's great advice, by the way. So guys, if you're having an anxiety attack, that's what you do. You talk it through to yourself. So there you go, my friend. That's the best thing you should do, man. Paradox, what's up, dude? Look in the mirror and find out if I'm still looking good as well. Well, that's one thing you could do. Now, there's something else I'll bring up for people that have anxiety. Here's what you do. When you're having a panic attack, here's what you do, for real. There's a candy called Warheads. They're extremely sour candies. You could buy them at the convenience store. You buy those, put them in your pocket. When you're having a panic attack and you pop one of those in your mouth, you'll notice that your panic attack goes away pretty quick. Because what you're essentially doing is diverting your senses from that panic attack and the feeling of your heart, the blood pressure, the feeling of anxiety, and you're literally going to another sensation in your body. And because it's so overwhelming, because those candies are extremely sour, it changes your whole perspective in the moment, because you go from anxiety thinking to, holy shit, this candy is extremely fucking sour. And it diverts your whole nervous system. Now, the other thing that you can do is jumping jacks. If you're having a panic attack, just start doing jumping jacks, because what you're doing is telling your body to essentially raise your heart rate to the exact same rate that it is going because of the panic attack. And when your brain realizes that it actually needs to pump that hard because you are working out, it overrides the sensation of the panic and replaces it with a workout. And your brain goes, well, it's normal that my heart's this fast because I'm working out. Now, people that have panic attacks that don't work out, don't walk around, when your heart starts to beat, that's what's causing the anxiety. You're getting an adrenaline rush. So you have to meet that by doing the workout. So there's some more advice as well. Salt works as well. I never heard about that. Chili Warheads. Dude, so I don't leave the... Oh, yeah. So listen, here. You guys sometimes see I use these Vicks Vapor Rub things. These are also incredibly amazing for panic attacks. You just... Oh, and it just... Oh, it changes everything. Instantly, you're not thinking about the panic, and you're thinking about fresh air. All right, so I hope that, sorry, I went long on that answer, but I hope that, I hope K-Nubs got, you know, you got your $10 worth there, I think, or $5 worth. Thank you for the support, by the way. No, I appreciate it, guys. No, you don't need to thank me, man. RFC says, you spoke facts. No, dude, guys, listen. If I didn't help you guys and didn't entertain you guys on my stream, then what the fuck am I doing here, you know? You know, I try to keep it as, I hate saying this, but I try to keep it as real as possible. I try to just learn things in life and then share them with you. My love for video games, movies, dealing with depression and anxiety. These things are okay to talk about. Gaming Survivor says you never helped me. Well, I got news for you. You're fucking garbage.
You're fired.
Also, RFC, who are you? What's your username? It's changed. Are you somebody else? Stormtrooper says, thanks for the advice. Well, listen, you're never going to get better in life unless you help yourself. So there's something I thought about today, which is insane. It's absolutely insane to think about this, but all of those love movies, all of the songs about love, meeting somebody special, and, you know, my heart's broken until I met you, and then when I met you, I felt better. Can I just say something that's, I think, true, and let's see if you guys agree with this. All of those love songs about meeting somebody special or you know, you're brokenhearted, you're down on your luck, you meet a woman, and then all of a sudden you feel better. I'm going to say something about that right now. Everything you know about all of this like nonsense in the media about love life and falling in love, it's all fucking bullshit. Those songs are secretly not about somebody else and falling in love with somebody else. It's actually, are you ready for this? It's actually about you falling in love with yourself, because only then are you able to truly love someone else in a relationship like that. So that is crazy to wake up this morning and realize that. I woke up at 6 a.m. and went to Walmart to grab some stuff. And dude, I'm telling you, you are never going to be successful in a relationship unless you are working on yourself constantly and you love who you are. That's my opinion. That's what I learned this morning. I don't know how that came about, but I just sort of, I realized it this morning. You know, if you think that meeting somebody is going to fix you, it is not. If you think somebody is going to come along and save your life because they just simply love you, nope. You're never going to advance in life with anything, your hobbies, your career, your love life, unless you're mentally stable. And that's why I disappeared in January. And I think that's the best advice I could give you guys now. 21, 27, what's up?
I love myself daily, sometimes twice.
Listen, I love Duty once a month. You know what I mean? I get on his yacht. He brings me to an island. I don't know. It's pretty good. So basically, Jay was helping himself for a month. Yes, I think being in a relationship doesn't do much for you, says Hyde. Absolutely. Being in a relationship is not about relying on the other person. Now, I'm not saying you can't rely on the other person. Also, I don't think relationships are about 50-50. Relationships are sometimes 10-90 or 60-40. But remember one thing, I'm going to say this. Humans are constantly changing. Every single day you wake up, you're a different person than you are yesterday. You might not notice it, but over time you start to change in different ways. I'm 45 years old almost, 15 days away from that. And I've noticed now that the things I used to hate when I was a kid, I actually like them a lot more now. Thanks for the tip. Here's a tip. K-Nubs.
Thanks for the tip. Here's a tip. Thanks for the tip. Here's a tip.
Jay's
Thanks
pussy.
for the tip. Here's a tip.
Jay's
Thanks for
pussy.
the tip. Here's a tip.
Jay's
Thanks for the
pussy.
tip. Here's a tip. Thanks for the tip. Here's a tip. Thanks for the tip. Here's a tip.
Thank you, K-Nubs. I appreciate it, buddy. By the way, if you didn't catch what I said on stream the other day, you know, there was a bunch of people that were saying, Jay, you should raise the TTS to be $5 minimum and you'd make more money. Nope, not going to do it.
Momcha.
Not going to do it. So this whole year, we're keeping it at $2. I'm not a sellout. I don't need to make $1 million on streaming. I need to make enough to pay my rent, to buy my cat new legs, to buy some food, to buy a Blu-ray once in a while. But yeah, I'm not raising the super chats to $5. It's not happening. So thank you so much for the support over the last 2 years. We're 15 days away from the 2-year anniversary. And I feel like I haven't taken this responsibility as serious as I have today. Going through what I went through over the last couple of months and growing my self-esteem back after the last 7 years of throwing myself into fucking pointless relationships, I now realize that the most important thing I could do is be happy in my own skin. Be happy touching Duty's skin. But joking aside, you got to be happy in life, guys. If you're sitting at home, you're depressed, you're waking up, you're looking around, you have everything you ever wanted, and you're questioning, why the hell am I still sad? That's internal. That has nothing to do with the world around you. You could surround yourself by all this material, but at the end of the day, all of this is going to turn into dust one day, whether you like it or not, including our own bodies. So you can waste time, you can waste your energy on somebody else, or you could decide to fight for your own happiness, especially in a world right now that's in a gigantic fucking disarray of bullshit. You got to look internally, guys. You got to look at what makes you happy. What actually makes you unhappy? You know, I've been thinking about that question when it comes to video games for the last couple of months. Why do I even play video games anymore? Do they make me happy? Why do I watch movies? Why do I, quote unquote, waste my time doing that? Some people grow out of video games when you get older. But no, I thought about this. I thought about this for the last, little bit of time. Actually, Gaming
Listen,
Survivor.
Jay, the dust out of me. Oh. Cream.
Listen, Cream, I love you, buddy. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Here's money for the cat's new legs. Underscore JKBJYSUs.
Here, can you see her? I don't think you could see her. God damn it, the curved monitor's in the way. Look, this monitor's more curved than my ex-girlfriend's breasts. Well, I guess that would be Murray. And Murray doesn't have breasts, so.
Congratulations.
Dude, thank you, dude. Appreciate the support, Paradox. Thank you so much. Listen, Jay, so many people seek validation from external. Listen, I'll tell you something I've learned. And you know how I learned this? I learned this from Mighty Python. I forget which one of them was. But no, Squirrel, ask me that in a bit here. This question here, ask me that again in a bit. Here's the one number thing I learned. And it applied the life of Jay. I hope you guys take some of this advice, but listen to this. And by the way, if I miss your questions in the chat, keep asking them. Don't worry about spam. Guys, don't delete any questions. Just make sure you don't spam the chat, but if I miss it, ask it, because, I might miss it again. Here's the number one thing I thought when I heard this quote. When you're creating something in life, there's no such thing as wrong. Think about what I just said. It's fucking insane. I can't believe how crazy this hit me. When you're creating something in life, there's no such thing as wrong. I mean, unless you're building a stroller out of baby skulls.
Here is $1 for each new cat leg, and $1 for your steak dinner.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Listen, Stormtrooper, I appreciate the support. I need to go have a steak dinner sometime, but right now I can't afford that. No way in hell. January, guys, I made just enough money to pay my grocery bill and pay rent. So thank you so much for that. Thankfully, I was smart enough to save money over the last 9 months, even though I made a movie and spent a lot of it. But my hair's driving me nuts today. But when you're creating something in life, there's no such thing as wrong. That statement in its own right is crazy. Now, you know, it doesn't apply to everything. It does not apply to everything. If you're building a stroller out of baby skulls, then I've got news for you. That's wrong. That's wrong. Don't do that. But the idea of that thought process is simple. You're going to make quote unquote mistakes in life. You're going to make things that are ugly in life. You're going to make choices in life that hurt other people. You're going to make decisions that are wrong for your life. You're going to stumble. You're going to trip. So, what I've realized now is that all of those things that you do in life that you consider to be problems that you've created yourself, you need to be able to live your life knowing that you're going to make mistakes and know that you're going to make decisions that aren't wrong that are not right. No.
RTU2 is looking for an editor. Any chance of going back?
Mystery, how are you, by the way? I love you, dude. The chance of me editing for Rich again is 0. No shot in hell.
Listen, raise your penis and come in ve.
Dude, that's... What? No. No offense to Rich, but if I wanted to work under a crazy schedule like that, I would consider it, but I don't want to do the same thing we did for 6 years. You know, I'm not saying that Rich is going to do the exact same thing, but Rich and I working together would be the same thing you guys know and love from back in the day with birds and nonsense. And, you know, I'm somebody that needs change in life. I need to do something new. The news is the last thing I would want to do right now. You know, it's the last thing I want to do. I just couldn't do it for any amount of money. I just don't have anything in me that wants to do that. Now, did he ask me to edit for him at one point? No, I don't think he flat out asked me, but we did talk about it for a split second.
Don't forget to wash your balls.
Listen, I'll wash your balls.
Oh,
We did talk about it, and I said to him, wouldn't it be funny if I came back and edited like one news video? And I've thought about doing that for you guys, just randomly editing one news video of his and not telling you which one I mean, you would be able to tell right away. Not that his editing is terrible, but you know, you guys would know it was me back because we'd probably put Carlos in there and it would be funny and it would be grand. But, you know, would that happen one day? I don't know. Like I said, I stand on my ground. I'd say it directly to his face. I've never said this yet, but politics are not for me. I rather cut my own legs off, crawl to a dumpster, start a fire, and die than get involved with anybody that does politics right now. Politics are the equivalent of flushing a toilet, in my opinion. Go have fun with that. Drama, politics, both of those things can fuck off. I don't need them in my life. I'd rather make half the money I make now than get into politics or get into drama. So again, if you guys don't know, I already made this statement. No politics, no politics, no drama. Not on my channel. Not happening this year. You know, politics has seeped its way into everything. It's fucking everywhere. It's in my fucking video games. It's in my movies. Well, I mean, let's just be honest. Movies are always political, but that's a whole other thing. You know, but when you play Super Mario Brothers 3...
do a sleep stream with Rach on a twin mattress.
Mick Nasty. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, I mean, I did say that I was going to go to Rich's place this year. Unfortunately, that's just not going to happen. I changed my mind. I'm just not getting involved with politics. I think it's just the stupidest fucking thing. You know, no offense to anybody that's doing that grift, but, you know, I'm doing a different grift. I'm doing peace of mind grifting, While we talk about video games, I throw cake on Vapist. I sit on pies. My cat's got no fucking legs. I'm going to throw pizzas on the roof this year. We're going to go hiking soon. The weather's changing. We're going to go finally to downtown Toronto this year. We're doing it all. And I'm not holding back creatively. So I'm going to be I've reached out to some models already. So I'm going to be doing more photography with models. I'm looking forward to that. I'm talking right now to one. We have a meeting next week, and, you know, she's extremely creative. So I just want to be creative and create things that people go, wow, that's weird. That's it. That's all I want to do in life. So that's what I want to do. So yeah, no politics, guys. Keep the politics elsewhere. No. Tower Dragon, what the fuck?
Embrace the
You're
us.
fired.
You'll be the 51st state soon enough.
Drummer Cream says creative models. I've dated a model once.
Who hurt you? It was Woods, wasn't it? F Australia.
I might gonna come down there and move in with ya. Jason, I'm gonna hurt you in a good way. Yeah, you know what's crazy, man? Politics. I really dislike the people who come here and go, well, if you're not talking about politics and telling us how you feel about ICE, then you're clearly on the wrong side. I'll tell you something.
Don't forget to kiss the booch. Juchi. Boochie.
I love Booch. Booch is a good-looking man. Have you seen him? He's learned how to piss in a woman's wallet from 6 feet away now. And trust me, the FBI is looking for him, so let me know. You know what my mom said to me once? My mom said this to me once, and it's kind of a true statement. My mom said, Jay, you only date models. And I thought to myself, yeah, I guess I do. Every girlfriend I've ever had in my life has been very attractive. To a degree. Some of them, you get to know their personalities and you realize that that's more important than, yeah.
I agree. Politics sucks, especially nowadays.
Raw Dakota says, I tend to date only crazy women. Listen, I've dated a few crazy women. Remember, guys, I dated somebody named Shannon who said, and I quote, in the morning, we woke up one day, and this is real. This happened to me. During COVID, I woke up one morning, and Shannon sat me down and said, there's something I need to talk to you about. And I said, what's that, honey? She said, I think the earth is flat. And also, I've signed up for gun lessons because I think the Canadian government is going to come here soon and take us to encampments. And also, by the way, in 3 years, everyone's going to die if you took the vaccine.
Data big T Tiga.
Dude, you know, somebody asked me the other day what my type of women, what am I into? Dude, I love alternative women, hence Murray. I don't know what it is about that, but big titty goths. Have I ever dated one? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've dated some goths. And yeah, they're incredible. Didn't she buy a gun? Absolutely she bought a gun. It was absolutely insane that happened to me. Drummer Cream says, sadly, crazy and attractiveness tends to go hand in hand in my experience. That's not true in my opinion, man. I've dated some women that you, on the outside, you would consider to be, what's wrong with buying guns, says Raw Dakota. I don't know. The problem with her buying a gun is that she also assaulted me many times. So I thought, I'm not...
I date cereal vapors at eat chicken wings.
Congratulations.
Listen, RTU's brother, I love you. So I told you guys I date, like, the girl I lost my virginity to on the outside was Megan Fox mixed with Scarlett Johansson. For real. And she told me something and I'm going to tell you guys this, that most of the attractive women, most of them are timid and extremely nervous and also never get asked out. Never. So that's a little secret. If you're looking at a girl and you're like, this girl's drop dead gorgeous, she probably gets hit on all the time. Most of the time they don't. Men are scared to approach women like that. So, you know, I learned from a young age. Here's the advice I'll tell you for dating. Dude, this sounds very weak to say this, but it is true. I think that the statement, there's plenty of fish in the sea, and girls are a dime a dozen, so are men. There's so many people out there. To get hung up on one while you're dating is absolutely insane. So my advice for you guys is, if you're into a girl, don't sit around, don't wait, don't spend a month making up some imaginary future with her in your mind, because that's how you get disappointed. The biggest problem with relationships are expectations. Expectations are what ends relationships, because you expect something from a person. You know, when things start out incredible, you expect something. Your expectations are high. You're in the love mode. But as soon as those expectations aren't met, that's when relationships start to fail, especially when there's no communication with that. So you expect something, you're not receiving it, so then you start to get bitter. And if you're not communicating with your girlfriend or your partner, then you're not going anywhere with that relationship. So there's what I've learned. So I know a lot of you are pretty young that watch me, 25, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds that are still trying to meet women out there. Dude, meet as many women as possible. I'm not saying go out and fuck all these girls. Don't do that. That's disgusting. What I'm saying is, just because you go on a date and it's good, that doesn't mean you need to tie yourself down to that. You need to literally experience life. You need to go out there and find the right person for you, the person that's compatible for you. So, Jay, do a live stream in real life with practical joke style. Dude, I would love to do that. Mystery, you're about to see a lot of goth and chicks in the Nine Inch Nails concert in Toronto. Well, at the moment, I'm not trying to date anybody. Also, I'm going to the concert with Murray, so that would be awkward. Hey, Murray, move out of the way. There's some goth chicks. Dude, I have no interest in meeting anybody at the moment. I'm happy in the situation I'm in, which is I'm not in one. So, Elvis, I love you.
Congratulations.
By the way, McNasty, I love you. Thank you for the gifted, by the way. I just want to say once again, it's fun to just look. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love looking at women. Women are fucking gorgeous, all of them.
Meet a woman who looks at you the way Rich from Review Tech USA looks at Jay Hoot.
I don't think he looks at me anymore. I haven't talked to him for a while. I texted Rich maybe last week and I said, listen, fuck me. He didn't answer. So, you know, I think he's probably caught wind of what I've said about the political stuff and he's just decided not to talk to me, which, you know, that's my theory. I don't know. Maybe he's just busy as well. Who goddamn knows? If he doesn't want to talk to me, so be it. I don't give a fuck. You know, it is what it is. I'm not chasing people to fucking care about me anymore. I'm not chasing people to care about anything I do anymore. You know? If he wants to go and do political stuff, by all means. I want to make it very clear. When I talk about the fact that I don't want to be involved with anyone political, it's not just Rich. Rich could do whatever he wants. You know what I mean? And also, I'm not like downplaying what he's doing. It's a grift. It's always a grift. Everything on YouTube's a grift. We're all grifters. I'm a fucking grifter. I grift for video game news and bullshit off the rails streams and cats with no legs. We're all grifters on YouTube. Get real. That's what it really is about. You know, listen, honestly, I'm going to tell you guys a big secret right now. The reason why I stream is to make money. This is my career. So I hate to say that. Now, I might be a little bit more caring than most of the streamers that you might watch. But I'm not going to lie to you and be like, no, I don't do this for the money. Of course I do it for the money. I've told you guys from day one. Yeah, you guys have been bamboozled. I really need your money. Justin, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not focused on Rich. You know, I'm just telling it how it is.
What, oh, 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 no way, oh, oh, here's the money. What, oh, 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 no way, oh, oh, here's the money. Oh, oh, oh.
Josh says, when I was younger, I used to think that I'd end up with a partner. Now that I'm older, I value my free time, freedom, and I look forward to experience the variety of life. Dude, there you go, man. Like, listen, would you rather be in a bitter breakup with a girl because she's been hiding something from you this whole time or she cheated on you? Or would you rather be in Japan in an arcade hanging out in the mecca of video games? I don't know. Which one would you rather do? Would you rather invest your money into a relationship that you know is failing, but you hold on because you think love is the important thing in life? I don't know. Or would you rather spend your money going on a trip to New Zealand to see where they filmed Lord of the Rings? Priorities, guys. Priorities. You got to figure out your priorities early. Jess, no politics. I don't want to hear this Trump shit. I don't give a shit through a fucking rolling donut down a mountain. No politics here. So listen, guys, priorities, man. Priorities. What do you want to do in life? What do you guys want to do in life? Do you want a partner? Go work on that then. But work on yourself before you go
What
and do that.
do you think we are? Just piggy banks for you. Well, that's right. Take my money.
You're fired.
You don't have a Discord. Well, get on my Discord. Oh, he's suing himself? Well, that sounds about right. I don't know. I don't know what that means. SG is investment part of, yes. Right now, guys, I'm investing in myself. And that means I'm taking the money I've made and I'm putting it back into myself with filmmaking and with photography. I'm about to go out and buy some lighting kits so I can take flash photography on the go. So I'm working with, so I did a photo shoot with Murray, I don't know, like last year. She really enjoyed it, so we're going to do that again. But, you know, I've been sitting around thinking, like, why am I not taking photos of more people? You know, I want to do something creative in that space, so I am. It's that simple. I reached out to somebody that I've been trying to work with for some time now. She's all on board, and that's that. So, yeah, follow my Instagram if you want to see photos of models, because that's what you're going to see, photos of models. You know, and I'm not scared to talk about certain things that just sound, when I was young, it was weird. But like, you know, why do I want to take photos? I think I want to take photos because I consider them, what camera are you using for photography? I've got a Sony A7 IV. It's pretty good. It costs like, I think it was like 4 G's or something like that. I don't know how much it was. But it's good for what I want. I'll upgrade next year. But listen, I was thinking about it. Why do I like taking photos? Because I consider every photo I take a still frame from a movie that never got made. Listen, guys, listen. I just want to come over and take some pictures. I just want to take some pictures. We'll watch The Exorcist 3 and then you can go. Photos of the window are photos are a window into the person's soul. Absolutely, dude. So, yeah. I want to hang on. I want to do creative things, man. That's all. Like here. I'll give you guys some inspiration. Here's my Instagram. So here's a photo of Murray. Hey, you know, she's fucking gorgeous. Not gonna lie. So we were going for a very like 1970s grindhouse photo shoot. Fake blood in a bathtub. Yes, these are censored, by the way. You're not going to see them all. But there you go. You know, I like taking photos because they essentially are, like you said, you know, they're looking into your soul. Like, I love this photo. Why do I love it? I don't know. I look at it all the time. I go, wow, I took that photo. It's, well, number one, it's gorgeous. But yeah, you know, I like taking weird photos, dude. I just like taking photos. So yeah, if you don't know me on Instagram, you could follow me on Instagram. This photo right here, I consider to be one of my best photos. It's with a telephoto lens. I think I'm at 1,000 millimeters here. This is a 1,000 millimeter lens. And, you know, looking at that photo, there's so many things I think about when I look at that. So, and by the way, here's me shooting the movie. That was fun. So follow me on Instagram. I'll put my link here. There you go. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I take photos of wildlife and all sorts of shit. I'm into macro photography as well, so things like this. Dude, I just think that there's a world out there that we don't even look at. Like macro photography, for instance, is incredible. You know, listen, birds. I take photos of birds. Look at that fucking bird. But anyways, you guys get the point. Here's some of my macro photography. Look at this, the fly. Look at that son of a bitch. But, you know, when you look into worlds like this spider's, look at this spider. Where do you see things like that? That's fucking crazy. So, yeah, I like to take photos. Also, just so you guys know, let me just show you one other thing here, because, by the way, I'm an animal whisperer, by the way, but let me just show you one other thing here. Ready? Yeah, you see that? That's a bird landing on my fucking hand. You know how long it took for that to happen? Birds. Good luck. Good luck making that happen, guys. Good luck. And that's not AI. I'm a bird whisperer. Dude, to be honest with you, I found this park bench. I was dating a girl at the time, and she was just like, "Do you want to go hold a bird?" And I was like, "A bird? Hold a bird?" She's like, "Put your hand out." We had to sit there for like 3 hours, but eventually all these chickadees landed right in my hand, which was fucking wild. I also like to go to abandoned houses and take photos of them. So, or videos, I should say. But yeah, go follow me on Instagram. You know, there's lots of cool stuff here. Here's me with the one and only Corey Feldman, which was fucking awesome to meet. But yeah, like photos like this, dude. Like, this is what I do to relax myself. My hobbies, man. You got to get out there and have some hobbies. Like, some of these shots I took, I can't believe I took these fucking shots. We're so unaware of the world around us. Like, look at these creatures. What the hell is that? Look at this. This is a fucking wasp on an apple. Are you kidding me? Like, look at the design of these things. This grasshopper. That's a fucking photo I took of a grasshopper. You know, like, get out there and experience the world, guys. What else we got here? This might be my favorite photo of all time, by the way. I got that at the park that I do the walking at. Bumblebees, super easy to approach. Here's a photo. Here's a video of me just brushing my cat. But yeah, you get the idea. So go follow me on Instagram and check out my photography. Oh man, there's my cat that passed away. God damn it. I miss that cat. So yeah, man, that's photography I consider to be my hobby. I use it to like unwind. So seriously, go follow me. Seth says, do you guys like The Proper People? Dude, I love that show. I watch that show non-fucking stop. Cheetahman says, sometimes you gotta unwire and take it in, you know? Yeah, that jumping spider photo is like crazy. So I'm gonna say this out loud, and it's not because I'm an egomaniac, but it's pretty crazy to say this, man. Wait, Sea Monkey, message me about that. That's fucking crazy you say that. But I now can say this publicly, and I'm so proud to say this. I'm an award-winning filmmaker already, and I'm also an award-winning photographer. It's crazy to say that out loud. But, like, you have to be proud in what you have done in life, guys. Like, you have to be proud on what you have done in life. Everything is politics, though, says Doc. That's true. But when you play Super Mario 3... You know, I'm not going to question you now about it and talk about it, but Super Mario 3, when you're 10 years old, you tell me the politics in that fucking game. Go ahead. What's the politics in Super Mario 3? The fact that he's an Italian plumber made by a Japanese team of developers? What's the politics in Super Mario 3? No, go ahead. Seriously, I want to hear the answer to this. Where's the politics in Super Mario 3? Go ahead. Everything's politics. I want to hear the answer to this. Go ahead. Doctor, nod. Seriously, politics, man. What is it? He's a drug-addicted plumber. What else? Malik, thank you, my friend. Japan and Italy were allies in World War II. Seriously. Bowser invading the Mushroom Kingdom? True. Any other politics in Mario 3 you guys want to bring up? In order to get to the top, you have to step on others, says Dark Knight. Well, I have a very pessimistic look on the world, I guess you could say that. You know, George Romero and I share the same outlook on life. You know, there's never going to be world peace. There's never going to be a time where humanity is one. There's always going to be war. There's always going to be conflict. We're fucking animals. That's what happens. The only thing that's different between animals and humans is that we have the ability to tell stories. Not with that attitude. I'm sorry to say this, but it'll never happen. So if you can live your life knowing that you're never going to have that in your life, then you can move on and do what you want to do in life. Do I believe you need to step on people? No. That statement, I don't know who said that in the chat. Somebody said you got to step on people to get ahead in life. Dark Knight, that's not true. I don't believe in that. I haven't had to step on anybody except maybe Review Tech USA to get this career. So maybe that is a true statement. I stepped on him 2 years ago.
You're fired.
To get to where we are now. You know. You guys agree with that? Did I step on Rich to get to where I am? Or did I have a 16-year legacy already in place? That's debatable. I mean, think of all the corporations. Absolutely. Look at Microsoft. Microsoft has had to step on their employees to get to where they are. Do you think Microsoft gives two shits about their employees? No. Not at all. That's why I've lost respect for Xbox. Yeah, Matt, I saw that. You know, it's like, everyone's like, Rich is hiring an editor. Have you heard, Jay? Rich is hiring... I understand why everyone's telling me, and it's like a big deal to tell me, because I was his editor. I'm not going back, if that's the question. I say competition is a good thing, but wishing ill will is where it crosses a line. Yeah, I see what you're saying right there. Now listen. He has a new boyfriend. I hope he gets a good editor. Honestly, I hope he gets an editor as good as me. For real.
You're basically the Canadian woods without hair.
Jason, listen, I shave down there, so there is no hair. No, seriously, I honestly hope he gets a good editor, and I hope it works out for him. I really do. I hope that he can keep it together, get those videos out, grow his channel back up. Why not? You know, there's a lot of people that have asked me over the 2 years, like, do you hold any resentment to Rich and the whole situation that took place? Absolutely not. You know, living with that type of anxiety inside of you or that type of energy, that negative energy, you know, I've said that a while for the last couple of like streams. I talk about positive and negative. What I'm getting at is that if you're in a negative headspace constantly, then you're going to be negative in your whole life, not just in that one specific thing that you keep thinking is a negative in your life. So why would I hold on to the rage? Why would I hold on to the hate? Why would I hold on to negative feelings that have to do with Rich? Why would I do that to myself? You know, to be free of it is the most rewarding part of it because I have a career because of him. So without being over sentimental about Rich, I will say that I definitely owe him, I wouldn't say gratitude, but I owe him something. I don't know exactly what that is, but I wouldn't be as big as I am now, which is not big at all. But I have you guys watching me, and without Rich, you guys wouldn't be here. So, you know, you got to be grateful in life. You got to have empathy for people that go through very difficult things in life as well. If you have empathy and you're grateful, you're going to feel good. You know, the best thing I could say now is that, am I cool with Rich? I guess so. I mean, I haven't talked to him for a while. I don't know what that word cool means anymore. Rolando says, I'm now starting to take meds for anxiety. Awesome, dude. I hope it works for you, my friend. I hope it works for you, dude. I really do. I don't look at others' success, only mine and the people I care about, says Glamorous Frog. Shaving stream when, says Bag Fries. Dude, I love that you're still here. Thank you for the support, Bag Fries. People may not have known you without Rich, but people stay because of the type of person you are, genuine and funny. Keep it up. Retro, thank you, my friend. I mean, I think you guys, you know, have I made mistakes online? Yes. I regret a few things that I shouldn't have done. Number one, I don't think I should have brought my relationship up on the show. I don't think I should have ever brought Murray on the show. I don't think I should have been as forthcoming about the Murray situation. I don't think so. I don't think I should have. And in the future, I definitely will not be. I don't regret it. I do want to say something right now to you guys because it's important. You know, Murray and I are still basically best friends. We talk every day. I see her every week. Her and I are still the same as we always were. Here's the thing, though. You know, I just want to pass this on from her. She'll never be on the show again. You'll never really hear me talking about her much. But we're best friends. I'm going to be honest with you. Murray and I are like best friends. She's one of my best friends. Whether you like it or not, that's how it goes. Now, I just want to pass this on from her. She's very grateful for everything you guys have ever done for her. So I want to put that out there. To everybody that ever helped her in the situations with her car and when she fell off her horse, which was fucking terrible. You know, she's very grateful for all that stuff. And I hope you guys know that. So, you know, you got to understand in life, people come and go. You guys are going to learn this the hard way. When I was in grade school, I used to think that all of these people I'm looking at, my best friends in grade school, They're going to be in my life forever. That's not the case, man. That's not the case. When you get older in life, you're going to realize those true friends are going to be few and far between. Is that the word? You know? It is. So you gotta keep your friends that mean a lot to you close. You know what I'm saying? By the way, how do I only... So this is one thing I'm going to ask you guys, and I hope we can make it... I hope we can make this a standard. There's like 140 people, 160 people watching right now. Can you guys please, for the love of God, hit the like button, please. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Well, we're not going to do that, but let's get to 100 likes. Please, seriously, do it for me. Do it for your brothers. Do it for your mom. Do it for your aunt who's in jail. So no ghost hunting videos with her then. No. I mean, I don't think so at this point. We recorded another one, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, so... Raymond, that's hilarious. Get to 666 likes. Listen, guys, we're at 6 memberships. We need 666. So let's go. What's the deal with this? Dave Hornsby is only a true friend. I love that you know Dave Hornsby. Dave Hornsby broke my nose in grade 8. How do you know that still? Gaming Survivor. So I want to ask you guys something. And it's a weird question. Very weird. And it's going to sound egotistical. But since I've been getting the help that I've been getting over the last couple of weeks, and I've been streaming every single day, I'm still going to hold my word. I'm going to stream every single day except the 18th and maybe the 19th. I'll have those off. We're going to 9 Inch Nails for my birthday. So
Congratulations.
But I'm going to ask you this. You know, there's nobody out there that can read me better than you guys. Do you guys see a difference in me to a degree? I mean, you guys know I'm still insane, but I've been very serious over the last little bit here. I'm curious to hear what you guys think of this right now. Honestly, I need some feedback here. Do you guys think that I'm a little bit more happy? What do you guys think? Do I actually seem better? Yeah, okay. That's awesome. Thank you. Better mood. Yes. You seem very peaceful, says Drummer Cream. I'm going to tell you something. I have cried every single day for the last month. And I know what it is. And it's random. I'm letting out all of that negativity over the last 30 years of my life. Dude, I realize things that I haven't thought for a long time. Today I was taking photos and I saw an old man walking his grandkids and I got a tear in my eye. And I thought to myself, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, I'll be honest what I thought, because I'm a kid out of the 80s and I grew up in the 80s. I thought, what a fucking pussy I am. But you know how toxic that is to talk to yourself like that? You know, this whole masculine thing about being a man and that's all bullshit. But I saw this old man walking his grandkids to school in the morning because I was up at like 6 in the morning. I got a tear in my eye and I thought, why the fuck am I crying about this right now? And I realized that I'm never going to be a grandfather. You know, and I have told you guys in the past I got a vasectomy maybe 7 years ago now, 6 years ago. And I got that for a couple of reasons. Number one, because I definitely was suffering from a lot of anxiety and depression. And I thought, I'm not bringing a kid into the world. I could barely get out of bed myself. I don't know. I don't know if I was forced into getting a vasectomy to a degree. I don't know if Shannon forced me to do that or not. I still think about that. But I realized tonight that I'll never be a grandfather. And when I was walking, and it was really weird. Yeah, I know you can reverse it, but I'm 45 years old. I'm pretty up there, right? The chance of me reversing it now and meeting a girl that I would like to marry, I don't think so. And also, do I really want to bring a kid into this fucking world? Not to be depressed, but dude, I don't think I want to put a child of mine through the world we're in right now. And that's my choice. I don't need to. There's enough grief in the world for everybody. I don't want to put my kid through it. So, adopt. Well, that's one thing that I would consider. If I met a girl and I fell in love with her and we were in love and we got married, I would definitely consider adopting a child. 100%. Absolutely. But I don't think I'll ever be like a biological grandfather. I mean, I know I won't. So I've accepted that today. And I was walking and I just thought to myself, you know, I was in the middle of the street, basically walking home. I had my camera with me. I took photos today. First day I could go outside because of the fucking temperature out here. And I just saw that man and I thought, man, I'll never experience that. And it bothered me. It actually was something that I think I need to deal with. So, you know, there's, you know, and I don't think I will get married either. So that's another thing. I'm at that age. I'm 45 and in 15 days I'm 45. I don't think I'll get married, man. You know, I come to relationships with the best intentions, but the world has changed in ways that I can't even fucking fathom. And, you know, men that are caring, men that are loving, men that pay attention, for some reason, we look at that as a weakness now. Oh, he texted me 4 times. What's wrong with him? He's crazy. That's somehow a weakness now. Showing devotion is now a weakness to most women out there. I'm just being blunt, man, from my personal experience. So, what, you want me to be a fucking asshole? Like, I don't understand. So, I feel like the chance of me meeting somebody that actually genuinely appreciates a man that's going to be able to be emotional, I don't think that exists anymore. Every single time I have opened up to a woman and shown weakness, that is always the moment that it has turned around. I'm sorry to say it. I'm being fucking open on this one. I don't give a shit anymore. Every single time that I was in love with a woman and I showed any signs of weakness and I showed that I was emotional and I had issues or I had problems in life, every single fucking time it was a turnoff to them. I don't know if that's my age bracket. I don't know if that's going to change for anybody out there, but it's never changed for me. It's got to be my generation, man. Every single time, man. All of them.
I grew up that way too. I get you. It's not worth it. Crying if someone doesn't like it. Them.
Well, Raw Dakota's in the chat saying younger generations tend to be more open about their feelings, which true. Like, Murray's 31 years old, right? I just don't agree with that statement, my friend. I'm 45 years old. The lowest I'll go in dating is like 31. Like, so even, you know, I'll never go below that, man. So it's just like, I'm in a position now where it's like single mothers or single women. I'm single. And everyone questions, why are you single? It's like a negative thing all of a sudden. Why are you single? You must have mental issues. Well, here's the news, though. Here's what's the turning point for me. If I start dating again, at some point I'm sure I will. I don't have a plan to do it right now. You know. But what I want to say, though, is this. If I start dating a woman who's not been to therapy and she's like 35 or 40 years old, and I start talking to her and she hasn't been to therapy, I hate saying red flags, but I will not go near a woman who hasn't been in therapy at 35, 40 years old.
I'm scared of being too old to be a parent to. I turn 30 just before my wedding, and if I'm lucky, I'll have a kid by 40. So I feel you on that one.
Yeah. Paradox. Dude, but you know what? When's your wedding, my friend?
Told my fiancée to check car insurance rates as married. She said we are going to the courthouse tomorrow. 3 years legally married ceremonies next year.
Wait, what? To check the car insurance rates as a married. Is that how you asked her to be your wife? For real? Dude, that's fucking amazing. I love that one. Jay, are you implying that all women need therapy? No, I'm implying that all men and all women need therapy. Let me be very clear about that. I'm going to say it again. If I start dating again, which I have no plans to right now, I'm happy with my situation. But if I ever attempt to do that again, I'm doing the work on me. They need to do the work as well. So I am saying it. No, we were engaged. Oh, McNasty. That's awesome, dude. But yeah, I think everyone needs therapy. Everybody nowadays needs therapy because mental health is not specifically something that governments are focusing on. I'm going to say this, man. I've learned this the hard way. When you get older in life as a man, no one cares. Nobody cares about you. Nobody fucking cares about you, okay? You need to have a stable mind. You need to be okay sitting in a room alone. You need to be okay with life. So you need therapy. Most people need therapy. So you need self-work. You need to take care of yourself before you could take care for somebody else. Now, what do I, McNasty and Paradox, thank you for the support, my friend. I appreciate it. But yeah, dude, you have to get your head on straight.
Congratulations.
But yeah, dude, I'm not saying that, like, it might sound like I'm negative about some of this stuff, but listen, that's what my point is, Webbs. When you get older as a man, no one fucking cares, dude. You might think that you're the hot shit. You might be a good-looking guy, and you can get all the women when you're young. When you start to get older, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. You got to give them a reason to care. And you know what? They got to give you a reason to care. People are a dime a dozen when you get older. You're going to meet thousands of people in your life. They don't fucking care. I like to keep it real here, guys. Like, you're not going to meet compassionate people unless you look for it. Jay, honestly, bro, that's just dating culture these days. Women are not really looking for emotional, open men. I don't know. Maybe some are. I've never met one of them. Honestly, every single time I've opened up to a woman in a relationship after a certain amount of time, they see it as a weakness. And I think that deep down, women don't want weak men. I think that that's a toxic issue. But unless I've been proven otherwise, I have never met somebody that wanted to know that level of my being without making it a turnoff. I don't know what it is, man. Every single time. It's not toxic. It's biology. Yeah, I mean, that could be part of it, man. I mean, we're skating on thin ice talking about this, but I think most of you agree. You know, there's a reason why bad boys get all the women. and let Latin, nice guys finish last and get cheated on and all of that. In a relationship, it's about challenging each other, but I think that it's also about understanding the communication levels, because people change constantly. So when you wake up next to your wife one day, she's going to be a different person. She's changing over time, and you have to change together. And the only way you can change together is by communicating what's happening in your head. If you can't do that, then you're going to drift apart. So it is what it is, man. I know that some people out there are going to be like, Jay, you've lost your fucking mind. I've wanted to say that for a long time on stream. Do you think your standards and expectations for women you want to date are limited to your ability to find that kind of girl you speak of? No. I've dated every single type of girl out there. And I'm talking from personalities to visual speaking. I've dated tons of women. I mean, that sounds like I'm a whore, but I didn't fuck them all. You're allowed to date. I went on tons of dates when I was in Toronto. I've probably been on like 500 dates, and 95% of them go nowhere, and that's okay. It's okay to go on dates. 95% of them, I didn't even touch them, like kiss them or get near them or anything like that, open up to them. But it's okay to go on dates. It's okay to experience life like that. But, yeah, I don't want to dig a hole on this one. And we're on thin ice as is, but, yeah. Women love confidence. But guess what? So do I. I love confident women. Dude, there's nothing more attractive than a woman who knows what she wants and is confident that she's able to get it and has the ability to get it. Smart women are such a fucking turn on to me. Women that are not scared to be who they are. Women that are strong, confident, not scared. It's okay to be scared in life, but those women are just, like, that's the type of woman I want to marry. I want to marry a woman who's confident and strong. Because it's those women who you can be weak in front of. I've somehow dated women that are, I would say lots of them were avoidant. I will never in my life ever again date an avoidant person. Avoidance is as bad as it can get. I will never do it again. I only ask because some people limit themselves, like shooting a target. It keeps getting smaller and smaller. Just curious. Paradox, thank you for asking that. I appreciate you asking that question, my friend. By the way, how are we not at 1,000 likes yet? Guys, we're still at 78 likes. Like, do I have to go to everyone's house and start sucking and fucking? Like, I can't maintain an erection, but I can fuck. So, are you kidding me? I'm joking around. Listen. Yeah, so listen, I'm the opposite of an avoidant. I will never in my fucking career of dating do that again. Whoops. Uncle Mike. So who do we have here? We have like 150 people at the moment. Who's here right now? So we were talking about Nintendo and we were talking about Metroid Prime and we were saying, why the hell is it bombing Metroid Prime 4? There's a lot of reasons, but I'm curious on what you guys think. What's this email I got? Hang on. What's this email? By the way, some company reached out to me. I don't even know. I don't even know what they want. Won't answer that again. Gaming Survivor says, J-Man, don't be so hard on yourself. People in general, women are flaky these days. I mean, I'm not hard on myself. I'm okay. Like, dude, if I want to get to know somebody and they just randomly disappear, okay, well, that's their problem, not mine. You know, you got to have the confidence, guys. I know what I have to offer in life, and I think what I have to offer is pretty good. All right, Nightbreaker, shout out to you, buddy.
Oh,
He says, my confidence was through the roof in my teens and early 20s, and then my depression began. My confidence plummeted to levels lower than they've ever been in my whole life. Well, I'll tell you this, and I'll be open with you for a second. Let me just get comfortable for a second. The last couple of months, guys, to be honest with you, I was so depressed that I stayed in bed, man. I stayed in bed. My sleep schedule as of right now is completely fucked up because of what happened. I would wake up, and I'm doing the rich lean, by the way. It's actually comfortable. But, guys, I would stay in bed for like 12 hours. I still, to this day, like, I get out of bed early. Thank you. Kasim, thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, Joey Chomps, I agree with that, dude. Depression robbed you of your 20s. That's terrible, dude. Listen, Kasim, thank you so much for the gifted membership, guys. I appreciate that, man. Like I said, if you guys want to support the stream, the best thing to do is gift memberships. The gifted memberships bring people back here, so I appreciate Kasim Jam. Thank you, man. You've been a member now for almost 2 years. So thank you to Kasim. I appreciate you. I remember you, and I see your name in the chat all the time, man, back in the day. So thank you. I know that people are getting busy right now. Mystery, what's up, dude? What do I have to offer? My ears. You know, that's one thing. I have something that most people probably don't want to offer up. I have the ability to listen. I have the ability to hear. I have the ability to communicate. So that is a very strong point in I would say, in a relationship, especially if you get one of those confident, strong women. They want to vent to you. I'm able to be there for somebody where most people are not. So I like that trait in me. I'm a very, very, very affectionate person. You guys don't know this. Well, Booch knows it because I hold his dick every night.
Jay's pussy.
But yeah. David says, "Hey Jay, well, this is important to answer this. Hey Jay, what do you think of the whole gay trans stuff? You were here from stuff you hear from every whatever YouTuber. Seems like they're getting it wrong, blah blah blah. Here's what I say about that. And listen, let me be very clear about this. Ionis, one of my best friends, I've known him for the longest. He's trans. You guys know that. My roommate, he's asexual. So here's the deal. And I'll be very blunt about this. Do I give two shits what you want to be? You want to be male, you want to be female, you want to be trans, you want to be this and that? I don't care. All I care about is you're happy. If you're happy, then there's nothing inside of my soul that questions why you're happy if you're trans or you're gay or you're straight or you're lesbian or whatever. I don't give two fucks to a rolling donut if you're gay, you're straight, you're trans. You be whatever you want. Now, I will say this. If you're the type of person that's angry because somebody is gay, then you've got mental issues. You've got mental issues. They don't have mental issues. You have the mental issues. If you are going out of your way to make someone's life miserable because they're kissing a man and they're gay, then you are fucked in the head. You've got major issues. And that is a religious undertone. So I understand that the religious people out there think that that's blasphemy and blah, blah, blah. And again, I'm not going to get into the fucking politics of that, but that's not very welcoming. You know, and I'm pretty sure that's what that's all about. But maybe I'm wrong. So at the end of the day, I don't care if you're trans, you're gay, you're straight, you're a lesbian. I honestly don't fucking care about your sexuality. If you want to go and do that, you can do whatever you want. So that's how I stand on that. So thanks for actually asking that question. I think I've made that very clear in the past. It's none of my business. It really is none of my business. And that's how I feel about it. No, but I'll be very blunt. I also don't care. Like, don't really care. So, you know, I don't wake up in the morning and think about someone else's sexuality. To me, that's fucking weird. If I'm a straight white guy and I wake up and I'm worried that 1's 2 cents is gay, that's a weird fucking thought. Why the fuck would I be doing that? I don't wake up and go, wow, Jonas is a trans man, or a woman, I should say. Why am I thinking about that? Why do I care? I don't fucking care. So that's my opinion on it. Jay is J-sexual. Kidding. No. Listen, when I was young, I looked at I'll admit this live. When I was young one time, I was like, maybe I should masturbate to a photo of Mel Gibson's abs to see if I'm gay. I got news for you guys. I'm not fucking gay. I don't know about that. Well, Cheetah Man, you come over here and you'll find out if I'm gay.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
Yo, Seals, stay gay. Jay's pussy.
No, seriously. I think every single straight white guy that can relate to me has asked themselves if they're gay. I think you've had to. You know, you've had to ask yourself at some point. So listen, I did the research, and it happens I don't like dick. I can appreciate a handsome man. Like, you know, who's handsome here? Who do I know that's handsome here? 1's 2 cents? I'm kidding. I'm joking around. He's a handsome lad. But do I want to suck his dick? The answer to that is no. So, guess what? I did the research. I love vaginas. I love them. Absolutely love them. So congratulations to everybody that has a vagina.
Jay's pussy.
But other than that, you know, I did the research. It came back. I don't like dicks. You know. You know what? I'll say this live. I wish I did. Be easier in life. I wish I could suck a dick and like it.
What's the difference between a 8 man and a gay man? A 6-pack and a kidding.
I wish I could. No, listen, I wish I was gay. I really wish I was gay. You know how much easier it would be in life? Listen, the gays have their own app called Grindr. Like, you just get somebody over here in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Dude, there's a lot of benefits to being gay. Grindr, number one. There's dicks everywhere. So there's like, I could look out my window and see 4 dicks right now. Just guys with their dicks out right now. You can't see vaginas like that. You know? Unless your name's Fat Shelley Duvall. She's probably got her pussy outside.
Jay's pussy.
All right, am I canceled for any of this stuff? Am I canceled for any of this? Let me look. I might be canceled. How am I only at 87 likes? How am I only at 7 gifted memberships? DSP's getting more memberships than me. My career's over.
Hole?
It's over, guys. I'm fired.
You're fired.
Listen. Grindr sleeping stream. I'm going off the rails, man. No, it's not at 95 likes. Holy shit, it is. How did that happen? Listen, listen, missed. God damn it. God damn it. Thank you for the gifted memberships, you goddamn legend. What are we at now? 12? Shout out to the one and only, literally. Let me just say this for a second. Goth Mommy is a legend. You know, let me just say this and show you something. Listen, two things I want to say right now. You might go to a flea market and find a very small little knickknack that reminds you of a little chipmunk that you fed. This is Henry the Chipmunk, immortalized. Listen, it's not gay if you buy knickknacks, okay? Just putting that out there. But let me just say this. Look at this. Goth Mommy and her husband. I want to say this, and also Goth Senpai. I don't know if Goth Mommy is here as well, because there's a bunch of Goth Mommies, but there's also another Goth Mommy who. So I just want to say this. Also, Raw Dakota, Dino. I don't know if Dino is here, but listen to this, man. There are people that send me things in my PO box that mean a lot to me. And the people I just announced are definitely part of that. I mean, this is fucking insane to send me. To understand that I appreciate this so much. Like, I love horror movies. To get this is fucking incredible. So, thank you again. And also, thank you for the support tonight. It means a lot to me, man. Like, Dino sent me that box last year that was worth like $1,600. Dude, people go, like... Can I just say this, man? I don't know how to say this, but 1's 2 cents. Thank you, by the way. I have no idea what the fucking difference is there. Booch, listen, Booch is trying to... Listen, Booch is trying to steal the thunder. Thank you, Booch. I appreciate it, buddy. What are we at now? 13? Oh, God. Oh, no. We can't stay at 13. 13 is like the cursed number. That's terrible. So let me just say, like, when I get thoughtful gifts like that, it's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy because, oh, my God. Raw Dakota, you're not allowed. Raw Dakota has just gifted 5. Thank you, man. You son of a bitch. Can we get to 25 today?
Juicy, booty, booty.
Listen.
Juicy, booty, juicy.
Listen, what do you mean you didn't do it last stream? You did do it last stream. David says DSP is only relevant, because of E-Bags and his terrible attitude. I'm going to be honest, if he doesn't like people calling him out for his bad behavior, then he should take a break for YouTube. Dude, let me just say, holy shit, Billy. Really? Okay. Holy shit. Billy has just gifted 10. Thank you, man. That is ridiculous. Technically, we have a train. Let's cry to hip-hop as we have a train. A dollar train as well. Thank you for the gifted, man. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Raw Dakota. Thank you, Juicy Booch. Thank you, Goth Mom. Thank you, Kassam. Thank you, RTU Brother. You guys are legendary. Thank you. I didn't have the lights. Thank you, man. What are we at now? RTU Brother, thank you, my friend. Dude, that song is legendary. Billy, thank you again, man. And listen. What are we at now? 30? Thank you, guys. Oh, once!
That guy's gay. Thank you. That guy's gay. Thank you. That guy's gay. Thank you. That guy's gay. Thank you.
Keep coming.
Listen, he is gay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. I don't give a shit. Seriously, thank you for the support tonight. Where are we at? 31? Listen, let me just be honest about something here, okay? I'm going to talk into the mic like a little boy. Well, that makes no sense. I'm not little anymore. I'm 45. Guys, half my life is over. Can I show you guys something? Nobody leave. You need to see this. What? Luke has gifted a membership. Thank you, man. You guys are on fire tonight. Thank you so much, dude. Luke, thank you. Seriously, bottom of my heart. That's where you could put your tongue. Thank you, though. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Ones. Thank you, Drummer. Thank you, RTU. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Raw Dakota. Thank you, Booch. And thank you, Goth Mom and Cassim. I really appreciate it, guys. To the point where, listen, I invited Vapist over for chicken wings. Where is he? Where's Vapist? Is he coming? These are good wings. Wait a minute. Cute little muffin. Thank you. I can't eat this late on weekdays. I have to be in bed soon. Disgusting. Guys, do you see what just happened here? You buy the guy. You know what? I'm cute little muffin. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Seriously, thank you. I wish they were spicy. They're Cajun. Hi, baby. She barely fits in that bed. Thank you, cute. I appreciate you. What are we at now? 33. Holy shit. That's the most we got this year. I really appreciate that, guys. It really helps support my Canadian cat. Jesus Christ. So listen, have the wings gone cold? Yes, those were cold wings out of the fucking fridge, man. So thank you, cute, as well. I appreciate it, guys. Are we at 100 likes yet? Like, what's the... 4 more. 4 more likes. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. I know. Satan. Hail Satan, by the way. That is disgusting. Can I tell you guys something I did? I've told this on the stream before, but I'm going to tell it again. So for fun, listen to this. So for fun, I joined the Satanic Temple on Facebook, the group. What's it called? Anyways, I joined it for fun, just so I could go in there and say, Hail Satan. So every single post, I would say, Hail Satan. Every single post. So they would say something, and I'd say, Hail Satan. And 50 of them would say it back to me. I lasted 2 months before they were like, this guy's trolling us. It was fun. It was fun while it lasts. Have they summoned a demon to your house yet? You know what? Maybe that's why all of that stuff happened. Gothy Senpai. Well, listen, they're trolls themselves, so I was trolling the trolls, to be honest with you guys. So, yeah. Gothy, how are you, by the way? Oh, do I have a membership card? No, I wish I did. Let me just show you something Gothy sent, and I've been reading it. Hang on. So Gothy sent this over. This is the box set for volume 1 to 11 of Chainsaw Man. And wow. If you haven't read this, wow. Check this out. Gothy, thank you, by the way. Code Vein 2, how is it? So it's like the whole series, man. Or it's the first 11 one. Dude, I love this. Thank you so much,
Diabolus in corde mio et foraminibus est.
No. Guys, do not super chat and send demons to my house, please. Thank you. Seriously, don't do that. Stop it. I don't need demons here, okay? This is ridiculous. Stop sending demons to my house. Also, Nightbreaker, you're fired.
You're fired.
Oh, by the way, Nightbreaker, I'm going to be open about it. Somebody sent me a DM on Instagram yesterday. Oh, well, there you go.
I'm a member of the Satanic Temple.
Hail Satan, buddy. Are you really? I could see that. You're a bit of a troll. No, don't start summoning demons to my house in super chats, please. Are you? Okay, that's cool. What was I going to say? Shit, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nightbreaker. So somebody messaged me. Somebody fucking messaged me and said, is Nightbreaker okay? And I said, why? And they said, Nightbreaker, I've noticed Nightbreaker stopped donating to you. And I said, yeah, he said he was going to. And they said, well, what do you mean? Oh my God, here we go.
At least the demons would be Canadian. Prob nice.
I mean, you're right about that, my friend. Emily says, serious question. Why did Switch 2 bomb? Well, hang on a second. What we're talking about there, Em, is that Metroid Prime 4 and Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, they bombed. Both of those games bombed. So there's major Nintendo games coming out bombing, which is those two franchises, that's weird. Something weird about that. But yeah, Nightbreaker, somebody messaged me and said this. Oh, Gaming Survivor, thank you. Bombed in which way? They didn't sell it all. This is the first Metroid game that I think has sold under 1 million copies within the first launch window. They got terrible reviews too. I mean, to a degree. But I don't think... Well, sorry. Metroid didn't. It got okay. Uncle Mike, that might be why, dude. Can you imagine the next Zelda bombs? I mean, at this point in time, I don't know. But, like, Metroid Prime 4 should have sold 2 million copies. It sold less than 1 million. That's not normal. Something's weird about that. So it's the statement up there is true, but Nintendo fell off. I don't know about that, but... Dark Knight, crazy. I really want Sony to acquire Nintendo. Emily Wright, get real. That ain't happening. But Nightbreaker, so yeah, somebody messaged me about Nightbreaker and they said, is he okay? Do we need to do a GoFundMe? Did he give you too much money? Is he homeless? And I was like, dude, relax. I'm like, he messaged me personally and he was like, this year I'm saving my money and I'm not going to go crazy with the super chats. And he was like, oh, are you sure about that? You sure he's not lying? And I was like, why would Nightbreaker lie about that? And they're like, oh, he's never going to donate to you again. How's that? It's Nightbreaker. Of course he will. And I'm like, why? Dude, I can't believe people get hung up on that stuff. And I'm like, no, he said that he will donate again at some point, but like the guy needs a break, for the love of God. Nightbreaker has carried this channel for 2 years, guys. Give him a round of applause.
Congratulations.
Exactly. Nightbreaker's okay. So I put that out there so no one messages me or wonders if Nightbreaker's homeless. He's okay. He's eating a lot of chicken balls, I'm assuming. By the way, Nightbreaker is a handsome black man. Just so you know. Super fucking handsome. Alan Jones, you're fucking fired. You show up while I'm talking about Nightbreaker with $2?
Jay, I'm late. Please restart the stream.
What kind of homage? What kind of honor to the Nightbreaker is that, Alan Jones? That's all you can afford while we talk about Nightbreaker? $2? Do you know how much money Nightbreaker has given me? His life savings. And all you can do is $2? This is disgusting. And Banshee with $1 after that? What is it? What is it? My career must be over. Disgusting.
Congratulations.
Banshee, thank you for the support. Alan Jones, you're fucking really late, my friend. What the hell were you doing today? Left Control Gaming, nice to see you. Booch says I used to model in magazines. Booch, go fuck yourself. You're lying. You swear? Booch, send me a photo. I swear to God I won't show anybody except everybody. Seriously. Guys, are you fucking kidding? Juicy Booch is a model?
Boochie.
It was a long time ago I was a minor. Well, okay. That's the end of that conversation.
Listen, abuse me, and restart the stream.
Listen,
Let's
Spookster
go.
vibes. Spookster, thank you for the support, but we're dealing with another issue here. I believe Booch just tried to catch us in entrapment or something. He's like, yep, I'm a model in magazines. And we're like, let's see. He's like, I was a minor. And now we're all like, no thank you. Nope. I don't want to see that anymore. Thanks, Booch, for doing that to us. Booch, you owe me $3 now.
Boochie.
Booch, you owe me a $3 donation for that one, which I will refund to you in 2027. So you know.
Jay, you can share the news I gave you on Discord.
I don't remember what the news is. Drummer Cream, what's the news again? You're getting married or something? What news? That you're getting a fourth mortgage? I forget what it was. Hightail. Okay. Oh, no. No. Drummer Cream, I need to talk to you about that before we talk about that. Okay? Hi, baby. What are you doing? So, yeah. Drummer Cream, I'll message you after the show tonight. I'll send photos of my phone. You know what? I'll do it right now for you. Hang on. Watch this, guys. I'm just sending in a payment to Drummer Cream. Hang on. God damn it. Where are you in here? God damn it, Drummer Cream. Oh, there you are. Okay, I'm sending a photo to Drummer Cream right now. That's what he wanted. Dude, what's my roommate making down there? Listen, what are you eating down there? I smell it. Listen, what are you eating down there? I smell it. Where is he? Are you dead? Should I come downstairs and check on you? He might be dead. My roommate might be dead. What the fuck? And now he's unavailable. Listen, are you getting this message?
I am, yes.
What the fuck are you making down there? And also, did you burn it?
I made some sausages, a baked potato, and some corn.
Okay, never mind. Enjoy your dinner. I was trying to teef his dinner, man. I was going to roll him for his dinner. Jay, check DM, says Siegfried. Guaranteed it's a photo of his foot. Dude, what the fuck? How is that possible? Oh, it's AI. Look at this. Okay, I'll show it on stream. Let's go. All right, so what's everyone having for dinner? I got to go eat dinner soon. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back every night. Every night I'm going to stream. Hang on, where's Discord? Why aren't you opening? Okay, here. Here's what was just sent to me. Somebody explain this one to me. Look at that. There you go. There you go, guys. Unbelievable. All right, what's everyone having? Drummer Tarantino loved that photo, by the way. Tarantino loved that photo, true. What's everyone having for dinner? Give me some ideas here. I got chicken wings, but I don't know. Use it as a thumbnail? I probably should, Siegfried. I should. No, I'll get canceled. Alan Jones says chicken. What time is it in Canada? It's 7:30. Mashed potatoes, chicken, mac and cheese, and veggies. Nightbreaker, you son of a bitch. Hi. That sounds so fucking good. Let's eat the demons for dinner. Spookster, you summon them, I'll eat them. David says I had white rice with butter. I thought I was fucking poor.
Pull.
Italian sausages. What else is BRS? Who the fuck is that? Oh, by the way, if you guys have YouTube shows or podcasts, or you want me to go on a podcast with somebody you know, hook it up. Let's make it happen. I want to do some guest spots. I want to go on some movie stuff. Alice says nothing here. Alice, you're not eating anything? What the fuck? Raw Dakota says chicken katsu sandwich. Dude, where'd you get that? Why don't you and Happy Console Gamer make a podcast? He's busy. Pimp says go on Kino Casino. Yeah, that would go over well. So I can go talk to a large fat man and Andy Worski. That'll be great. I love that PPP gets away with calling Rich fat. He doesn't know what a mirror is. Like, he's bigger than Rich. I never understood how that works. When he calls Rich fat. It's like, you, what? They are funny, though. PPP is a brilliant guy. I wish that PPP used his knowledge, his IQ level. I wish he used it for something good in life. Like, if PPP did like a Netflix-style documentary about Andy Worski's dick, which I've unfortunately seen. But no, PPP has a way with words, man. He's talented at speaking. I wish he did something actually good with it, you know. But, you know, they're pretty funny, but it's just stupid humor. You know, Andy and I go way back. Andy and I have known each other for like 20 years, I think. 16 years at least. Actually, you know, Andy and I have known each other for about 14 years. We used to hang out together. Can you believe that? Andy Worski and I used to hang out together. Andy Worski and I had a podcast together about ghosts. Andy Worski saw a ghost in my basement. I used to make him sandwiches called Cummers. Cummer sandwiches. So a Cummer sandwich is when you get a really good Kaiser bun. You fry 2 eggs so they're still runny. You put female bacon and regular bacon and cheese on that thing. And then you bite into it really hard. And the yolk comes everywhere. Ask Worski about Cummer sandwiches. I don't know if anybody watches him. But if you ever talk to Worski, say JKB wants to eat Cummer sandwiches with you, he'll get a kick out of that. He was a good guy back in the day. I mean, listen, it's a grift. It's money. Of course, that's how you make money. Everyone's grifting. It is what it is. I think that some of the jokes they do over there are fucking really immature and stupid. And Worski owes you a Planet Earth DVD. Yeah, by the way, that's fucking true too. He stole my Planet Earth DVDs. So if you guys want to go give him shit, tell him we're going to eat Cummer sandwiches and watch Planet Earth together. Let's go.
You're fired.
So what's everyone having for dinner? Anything else? Don't worry. White rice with butter is actually very good. It doesn't taste bad and it's good. Dave, that doesn't sound bad, actually. To be honest with you, I just put ricotta cheese on pasta when I'm feeling like a cheap Italian. You know?
Listen, you seem more grounded, Jay.
No, I'm way up there, but listen. Tim, I love you, buddy. Thank you for the support.
It's funny, some of your best friends in the biz are TU's most hated enemies.
Yeah. It's true, isn't it? 8-Bit Eric, Andy Worski, who else? Although, who's the other guy? It's a Gundam. It's a Gundam tried to steal me away from Rich, and then he took Rich's side during that whole thing, which I thought was weird. Yeah. It's a Gundam tried to get me to edit for him. Tried to steal me away from Rich. It's a Gundam's talented, man, but, you know, another grifting type show that I wouldn't watch if you paid me. He's a snake? Yeah, I feel like he might be. I mean, I don't know. All I know is that he tried to get me to work for him. And, yeah, I heard that he was on Rich's side during the whole argument thing, which is stupid because it turned out that there was no Rich side, but whatever. If you coat your rice with a whole stick of melted butter and garlic before cooking, it tastes better. Really? That's an interesting idea. One says, I'm the most hated person now. Rich hates my guts. And he says, I'm on the same level as Coco. It's kind of funny that the closest people to the streamers always become the ones they hate the most. Isn't that kind of weird? Like, I fucking hate ones. What a piece of shit. And look, we're best friends. But no, joking aside, it's weird, right? It's really weird. I don't know why that happens, but it's like, maybe it's a streamer's fault. I don't know. Personally, like, I get close to the people I care about, and I'm pretty close with most of you, especially on Discord, especially Drummer Cream. He gets photos of my feed daily. But I don't know. Like, I would never really get mad at anybody unless they cross me. So the only people that ever cross me on this show are literally, there's a few of them. There was that time we had to kick somebody out of the server, which we know all about. And there was a time where somebody did $2,700 of chargebacks to me right as the Christmas fund was starting. That guy's a piece of shit. I still have his address, by the way. And then Robo Taco was always a piece of shit, secretly. You know, 1's 2 cents. I'll say it again.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
But he was 100% right. 1's 2 cents messaged me months in advance of Robo Taco being a fucking lunatic, saying that she was a fucking lunatic. Don't trust her. What did I do? I made her the main admin on my Discord. Good job, Jay. And it turns out she was a fucking lunatic. So was Howl, also known as, what's her face? Ugly Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall turned out to be a psychopath as well. So yeah, there's some people like Wes, not the Wes that we have here, but there was another Wes. Yeah, the other Wes that used to donate $500 to me. Turns out he was a racist and also something else, which I'm not even going to bring up here. Didn't Ames used to post here? I'm surprised he can read and write. He posts? I thought he was in a nonverbal wheelchair. I don't know. Cypher, don't bring that name up. Cypher, don't bring that name up, Cypher. Cypher, stop. Cypher, please, for the love of God, stop. What's my history with Ames? I don't have any history with Ames, thankfully. I couldn't give two shits through a rolling donut about him. You know, listen, the parasites, as I call them in this community, don't care about them. I never have. You know, here's the deal. If you're talking about me on the internet, whether you like me or not, you're a fan. Just like I've been saying, everybody loves DSP. You guys all say you hate him, but you guys watch that fucker more than anybody else. And he's still around because he's hated. That's not hate. Or, you know, hate watching. You like him. Just deal with it. You actually like to watch him. Doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You like watching it. So that makes you a fan. So all those people that make, well, Duty streams, I hate to say this, but Duty must love him. So if I'm going to have haters out there, then thank you for being fans, guys. I appreciate that. So I guess Ames is included. I mean, I'm surprised he's able to read. Like I said, read and write. I didn't know he could do that. I thought he was nonverbal.
Listen, bottom bunk. Rumble packs. Fresh batteries. Defeat a Star Fox boss. Pack the rumbles. Double bunk. Double rumble. Rumbles into the bunk. Let's go.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? You want to get on the top bunk and use rumble packs with fresh batteries? Oh, I get it. Okay, well that's... Listen to this story. You guys have heard it before. One time in grade 8, we found out that there was a girl named Sarah Perry. That's not her name. That's a joke. That's her name. I don't care. It isn't her name. But we found out a girl. This is a true story. Listen to this one. I've told it, but you might want to hear this. There was a girl in high school named Sarah. She stole her brother's Nintendo 64 Rumble Pack and controller and console with a copy of GoldenEye. And we found out, because she told somebody for some reason, that she shoved the Nintendo 64 controller in her vagina and continuously got shot in GoldenEye 64 with the Rumble Pack. Yep. That's a true story. Yep. Not the whole controller. How do you fit the fucking whole 64 into it? No, just one of the sides or something. I don't know. I wasn't there. Jesus Christ, you fucking perverts. Jeez, why would you even ask me questions like that? So yeah, that's one way to get off on the 64. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to get off on the 64. All work and no play makes Jay a dull boy. All right, Murray, where's this fucking... Oh, she's busy. She's busy with the puppy. Let me see. Where's this fucking dog? Who the fuck is this? Okay. Never mind. That was weird. All right. So listen. It's scary how well you do that voice. Guys, do you think I do a good Jack Nicholson voice? You think that's good? Well, you know, I'm not going to hurt you. It's not bad. It's not great. It could be better. You guys think it's good? Well, Wendy, I love your Pennywise. I think I do Pennywise. I think I actually am good at the Pennywise. Like, I sound like Pennywise when he laughs. I'm not going to do it right now, but yeah. You know the Pennywise.
Girl gone wild 60 for plus vibration pack.
Slightly deeper. So I got to go deeper with my voice. So that's old Jack Nicholson. Yeah, there's two versions. There's the Shining version. Listen, Girls Gone Wild. Banshee. What the fuck? Listen, the Booch has gifted 99 cents. That is the cheapest thing I've seen tonight. That's the last donation of the stream. I'm out of here because I'm going to go eat dinner. I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. By the way, I'm going to stream 1 hour later tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST, so we can get a little bit later into the night. So I appreciate everyone that tuned in today. Show me the food. Listen, I have no food here. Well, you know, we're going to eat the food. So listen, I appreciate you guys. I know, Booch is a cheap bastard.
Juchi.
So I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for the... Guys, we hit 33. Thank you for that. I'll be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. I hope you guys like my advice. I'm not a trained professional, so don't, love. All right. I'm going to go eat dinner. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you. I can't believe this is my life. So thank you for making it happen. Joey Chomps has gifted a goddamn membership right at the end, leaving us at 30. Wow, we almost hit 35. We almost hit 35. We almost hit 35. Thank you. I appreciate it. Joey, thank you for the support, my friend. Spookster, thank you. So I'm just going to be clear on something here. The reason I leave a little bit earlier on these streams is because I still have I have a hard time with my voice. So you'll notice I'm starting to lose my fucking voice. Yeah, Rolando, I know about that. Nightbreaker, I did it before and I'll do it later. I love you. Listen, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you all. Seriously. Have a good night. Go play some games. Go on the Discord. Go have some fun. Jesus Christ, that fucking music's loud. Love ya.
Jay's pussy.
Are you smoking your socks?
Jay's pussy.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right.
Touch my breast and hold my ass.
I can't see
Watch Juicy Booch take a poo.
Jay's pussy.
Breast.